date with her, perfect stranger, and that's what they did. They went dancing the first day, and of course, as you know, he was a good dancer, and the rest was history.
Being so short a man here, he was really busy.
I gotta tell you something, the other thing.
Being short of men here, he was really busy.
My dad
What
had a
she
favorite
said.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad actually, and you know, you have to learn to love who you are. It doesn't matter what you are, you got to get used to it. So, as you know, my dad used to always like to tell the story that when he got out of Dartmouth in 1939, he went to the Naval Yards in Boston with 3 buddies. And this was they had a deal, if you went to an Ivy League college in the 1930s, you could join the Navy and come out as the lowliest officer, an ensign, automatically based on your education. I mean, that's a pretty stupid thing if you think about it, because, you know, being in the Navy and going to an Ivy League college doesn't have much in common, but nevertheless, that was the policy. And he went there, and they measured him, and he was 5'5" in those days, and a half in his stocking feet. And the person doing the exam said, well, you can't be an officer, you're not 5'6". And my dad tried all his charm. And as you know, he had a packet of them. And he just couldn't get this guy who was stiff to give him the extra ½ inch. He just wouldn't do it. And so my dad was dismally disappointed, and he left. And his 3 buddies were posted on the Arizona, and you know the rest of the history. And all of them perished. So my dad from then on was like being short because he saved his life. So, who has a good old memory? Diane or somebody. Who's got a nice think of Dad, or when you met him, or of some little story.
Okay, what comes to my mind
What
is
comes to your mind?
Bob liked his caps. We all know about Bob's caps. He
Yes.
had really nice, not caps.
Yes.
Caps. His
Hats.
Hats, yeah.
Putting on his cap, and he had a Madras cap that he wore for a while, and I thought that was really summery looking, and so we got a tweed one for winter. I thought that was more becoming the fall, usually the Madras, and so I usually pick him up outside, and he came out this one day, and he was so excited. He was like thrilled, and he said, Diane, I have something for you, and I said, okay. He said, I wrote you a poem. So I'm going to read you Bob's poem.
Oh.
It says, to die, do not scoff, at hats I doff. It's not a seemly thing to do. One's for spring, the other's for fall, and I am happy whatever the call. From the bottom of my heart to the top of my head, do not scoff, enough's been said. You're two-headed friend. Whatever way you want.
It's a wonderful poem.
Oh,
Thank you.
that
I've
is
never
so
heard that.
lovely.